Come on. Come on. It's session time. Come up here. Come up.
Oh, well, hi. Can we clean you gotta clean your face. Oh my God, I'm pretty.
You gotta pretty you up. It's gonna be one of those nights. Are you ready? Can you look ready for me? I love you too. Welcome to this week's episode of Sessions with Blue, with the always Miss Blue and myself, Geoff. In this episode, I'd like to talk about something I struggled with a few years ago with my divorce, my job slowing down, moving to a new city, putting my kids in a new school, and really, I still so much struggle with today, which is depression. I never really got a feel for what depression had felt like until all those things had hit. It was really something I couldn't really relate to when a friend said they were depressed. I didn't know how it felt to be isolated or numb or tune out things or not to have the drive to do anything. And it finally clicked in my brain in this sort of like aha moment, like, oh, I finally understand what my friends are saying. You gonna lie down?
Okay.
It's almost like I had to say to myself, I think I'm depressed, to realize I am depressed. I remember being in such a dark place, stuck, unmotivated, and honestly, I didn't want to do anything. There were some nights and some days where I just moped around my house. I laid in bed, I stared at the wall and the ceiling. I almost ate because I had to, not because I wanted to, and I didn't want to talk to anybody. I had no drive to do anything, which was almost a first for me. It was to the point where my parents offered to help clean my house because they started to notice how bad things were getting. I was basically a shell of my former self. I remember my depression being so bad that I had to say to my friends, like, I'm sorry. Please just be patient with me in this. Like, it won't last forever. And eventually I'll get back to my old self again. And one of the biggest struggles was figuring out, how do I get moving again? When you're in the state of mind, even the smallest task I felt like was so overwhelming. So I'll let you know how I started to collect these small wins, or what my friends and I say, just small W's. Blue, what are we doing? What are we doing? I remember asking the Lord one night, like, where do we even start? And him telling me, like, we got to start small. And I remember him saying, like, let's start small, and with this pile of laundry on the floor, I guess you could say, like, the first breakthrough was laundry. So I gave myself, like, this rule. I had 24 hours to complete it. And it didn't matter when I did it, whether it was morning or afternoon or middle of the night. It just had to get done. And I'm talking like washing and drying and folding and putting away all my clothes, not just leaving them on the couch for me to pass by on days. And this gave me a small goal to work towards, so when I laid my head on the pillow later that night, I didn't feel like a huge failure. I could look back and say, well, today wasn't a huge waste of a day because I did some laundry. I did do something today. And that's the thing. I think when you're dealing with depression, you don't have to change your whole life overnight. You just need to start with a small win. It's almost like baseball terms, right? Like, I'm a huge baseball fan. It's like I'm trying to hit singles to score runs. I'm not swinging to hit a ball over the fence. When you're swinging the bat to make contact with the ball, you're wanting to put the ball in play. Your stance and your swing is usually a bit different than if you're trying to hit home runs. My friends and I call this daddy hacks, but we tend to swing much harder, not staying on top of the ball. We lift our head during our swing, which pops the ball up. Our swing tends to break down much easier than trying to hit for contact, which turns into a single. You okay?
Okay, yes.
So what I mean by this breakdown is that turn these tasks into singles, like laundry or vacuuming, mowing the lawn, emails, dishes, etc. It's going to be way easier to do that than swinging for the fences and trying to get it all done in one day. And for me, it just so happened to be laundry. And a few days later, I vacuumed, and another day I took a short walk. Slowly started to get my rhythm back. Are you falling asleep? Are you good? Now, there were still bad days, of course, but the goal was to shorten the gaps between the productive days. If I did something one day and then didn't do anything for, say, 2 weeks, that was okay, but next time I try to make it only a few days before I got something done again. And last thing you want to do is chalk up your day as a huge failure versus a small win. You just need to hit some singles keep getting on base, and over time, you'll start scoring runs. Also, sidebar, like, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
How can we not be romantic about baseball, Cloud?
You're thrilled, huh? Everyone experiences depression differently. Some people carry it every day like a light weight, where others feel like they're completely buried in it. But no matter where you're at, I truly believe that finding just one small thing to accomplish can help shift your mindset. For me, another thing was taking a walk. I never thought I'd be the type of person who actually looks forward to going on walks. But here I am. You could say I live for walks. If you were to tell my 20-year-old self that my 41-year-old self would be in love with walks, I'd tell you like you're out of your mind. But it gives me time to think, clear my head, catch up with friends, and just be a little bit more present in the day. Maybe for you, it's not laundry, it's a walk. Maybe it's making a phone call to a friend you haven't talked to in a while, or maybe it's cleaning out your car. Maybe it's taking a shower, putting on some fresh clothes, even if you're not going anywhere. The task itself doesn't really matter. It's just about proving to yourself that you can do something, even if it's small. So if you're struggling, I encourage you, and I'm with you, to set one goal.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't have to be big, just something you can check off before the day is over, or even 24 hours from now. And if you want, drop in the comments what's something that's helped you work through your depression. I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure others would too. I get it, depression sucks. I've been there. I still currently battle it day to day, but even when it feels like you're completely stuck, you're not. There is a professor at Harvard Business School by the name of Rosabeth Cantor, and she once said, "I found that small wins, small projects, and small differences often make huge differences. You just need one small win to start climbing out. And I promise, once you get moving, even just a little, things will start to change." Until next time. Are you done? Blue, we finished it. Hey, are you done? Blue, look at me. Okay, are we done? Blue.
Hey, we're done. You can go to bed. We're done.
Okay,
We're done.
we're all done, Blue.